stuff like that. So just being on the street is it's a thing that is it's so scary. I can't even imagine it. Another thing I can't imagine, we were just talking about before the pod, is like going to jail. Like for me, that is just such a foreign, faraway experience. But the stupid part is for the small stuff we're smoking here, even on this table right now, in other states of this fine country, I could be doing exactly this, and police officers could give me a very hard time. Still today in 2020 now, 2022.
Yeah, it's a goddamn shame how they still got strict laws on the marijuana, man, in certain places in this in the U.S., man.
Legalize it.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah, legal. Yeah.
Because when you really think about it, man, it's
Real
it's just sanctioned oppression, bro. Like, no bullshit. Forget class, forget age, forget race, forget everything. Everybody likes to smoke weed. Like, you could fit a cannabis smoker into any background, any mold, any sort of person that any kind of person you can picture in your head. You can picture them also smoking cannabis, which is to say, it's literally just sanctioned. I get to fuck with you now. That's what it is. Like, it's. I mean, come on. You look at California, and this is anecdotal now at this point, right? But in my case, I smoke weed and I drive, and I don't feel negative about it. I don't feel negative about it. I don't feel like I'm putting myself in danger. I'm partaking in my cigarette while driving. This used to be fairly common practice in this country. Fairly common practice in this country where you would just have your cigarette and you drive. In fact, they have car lighters. They used to have lighters in cars, in luxury cars, so that you could light your cigarette.
The cigarette, it says cigarette, not marijuana cigarette.
The point, and cigarettes are still legal, but the point is freedom. The point is this seems to aid in making me more calm, more alert, more attentive to the moment. Yes, it may reek, but I enjoy it. And it also doesn't get in the way of driving.
Well,
which is why you have the ashtray for the car, which is why you have the cigarette lighter, which is why it's
for the tobacco cigarettes, man, that don't, I mean, dude, cuz like I can't ride with the smoking. Like, for you, yes, okay. For your specific case, maybe yes. We can give you the pass. Okay, yeah, you smoke weed and you drive. That's cool. But it's not cool to smoke and drive. I don't think anyone should be doing that. I think that you should be careful, and everyone has their different kinds of tolerances and how they just react to, their highs and stuff like that. So just,
listen, I'm not telling people what the fuck to do. I don't want you to go out and smoke and drive and whatnot. I'm not urging you to do that. What I'm saying is I do it, and I personally don't feel that the effects are inebriating me enough to the point where, hey, I'm not able to drive. Whereas regardless of what you think or feel, if you drink a certain amount of alcohol, you cannot drive. Full stop. You will be so dizzy and disoriented that you physically cannot push things in a straight line. You will literally be so goofy and out of your element that you will cause a crash. This is certifiable.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas I could be smoking infinity blunts, just round and round and round and round, driving all day, and this is just not even remotely the issue. And yes, it's my tolerance, and I'm not urging anybody to do anything. What I'm simply saying is legalize it.
Yeah.
And let people have the fucking ability to make the adult decision to say, this is what I want to do. It's obvious that it doesn't impede the driving scenario. It's just like a cigarette.
Hey,
like
man.
Man. That's anecdotal.
Yes.
That's anecdotal. That's anecdotal. But son, it's not just anecdotal.
Let's actually kind of keep it.
Son,
let's just keep it.
All right. But
what the hell?
Okay.
That's
and
really.
I hold on, wait. And I ain't did the Google yet. I ain't did the Google yet, but I'm gonna do the Google to find what is the percents of car crashes post 2016 in California. If you don't know, 2016 is the year that Proposition 64, the pretty much bill to regulate cannabis legally for adult use in California, switching things away from the medical cannabis industry. You know, that is from the data from 2016 on is going to tell us whether or not cannabis has positively, negatively, or not at all affected driving safety. I ain't did my Googles yet, but I'm gonna do my Googles.
Yeah, dude.
And it's anecdotal right now, but son, like, son.
What the hell? Okay, yes. Off of your experience, but I just don't know if that's like something that we should just be tackling on to the. Oh yeah, this is why this is a reason how weed should be legalized. Like that shouldn't be one of our key. That shouldn't be one of the key points, bro. Like I just no.
Wait,
like driving and smoking shouldn't be like, oh yeah, like people that you can get high, and possibly you can get as high as you want and possibly still drive. Like that shouldn't be a case in point, right? Like to legalize it.
But
that kind of
what is getting high though? You know, what is smoking? But do you get high when you smoke a cigarette?
No,
you don't.
You
don't.
You get chill. You
so
get
then
relaxed.
Why do you put nicotine into all of your joints then?
You don't really
wait,
get high.
But why do you put nicotine in all of your joints if you don't get high from it? What do you get from it?
It's not a high.
Is it like a CBD thing? You don't feel it in the head, but you feel it in the body. Is it that?
Yeah, it's not the same thing. Because
okay.
look it, check it. Some people, or I don't even know some people, but according another just tack on to Joe Rogan. Some people take edibles and shit like that, and they just have not even just some people, my own experience of edibles. You'll take an edible and just be in a whole different planet, like literally just as if you just woke up as a different person. Like you're really out of body. It could sometimes be an out of body kind of experience, literally. So I'm just saying, like. Shit, man.
But that's different.
It's not different because then you got people who are not tolerable to weed and marijuana. They be like, all right, hey, maybe I could smoke and drive. No, you take that hit of that joint, you might just be wow, bro.
But if you take a hit of a joint and your tolerance is low, as an adult, you're not going to even start your car. In fact, the time you hit the joint is Pardon? The time you hit... Wait, what'd you say?
You would hope so you'd be an adult, but shit, a lot of people drink and drive.
Yes. Granted.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm talking about legal cannabis right now. Cannabis for 21-plus-year-olds. Not 18-plus, 21-plus. Number one. So that's already legal drinking age. A lot of people drink and drive. Yes. Now, keeping that right there, the person with the low tolerance... If this person with the low tolerance know they have low tolerance, this assumption is a bad assumption because you can't make it for every person. But I'm going to make a generalization right now. The person with the low tolerance is going to be smoking in the house. They're going to be doing an event. They're going to be doing a thing where bruh, you know what some people do? We're stoners. We smoke constantly. There's a joint right here that's about to be zip in a second, okay? There are some people out here in this country that will pick up a joint like this, smoke 2 hits. For a week, they will not touch that thing. For a week, that one joint, they will come back, smoke 2 more hits, they're good. That's what a low tolerance to weed is. Really and truly.
That's what I'm saying.
But what I mean to say is that person likely would use this cannabis in a it's an adult. They're not going to use this cannabis in a driving situation where they have to be at their most attentive and they have to be doing things that... Why would that person pick up a joint? A person with low tolerance pick up a joint?
Hey, you would hope not.
Huh?
You would hope not.
You would hope not.
Yes. We're just giving people we're trying to give people the benefit of the doubt that they won't, fall into the temptation of smoking the marijuana or in most cases, even just maybe drinking a beer. Maybe they may drink a beer and like, hey, I could drink a beer and drive, but you may have a low tolerance. I mean, I don't know. Like, you may be like, because literally with the joint, like he says, you can have a low tolerance, take one hit, and you're just.
And if you think that that a person with low tolerance to nicotine takes one hit while driving, they feel nothing, and that the driving experience will be easy, especially take that on a freeway experience, middle of the freeway, going 60-ish miles an hour, light up a cigarette. Take a real hit of the cigarette. Going 60 miles an hour, you don't really smoke cigarettes. That's going to not affect you. That's going to not make you cough, going to not make you, and you're not used to coughing, so you're going to really cough. It's going to be very difficult to drive, isn't it? Low tolerance, right?
Nah,
that's a drug. That is a drug.
Nah.
Wait, so
you could.
That's a. Pause. Nicotine is a drug.
Okay, then we can. Okay, then okay. All right. Nicotine's a drug. All right, bet. Then caffeine's a drug. When you get that caffeine boost and you just drinking and driving, nigga, we could do the same argument.
That's a stimulant, though. And here's the funny thing about cannabis. It doubles as both a stimulant and a sedative because cannabis sativa has stimulant properties. It wakes you up. It gets the brain charged. It increases that heart rate. It's a stimulant. Coffee is a stimulant. It's a specific type of drug that affects you to make you more amped up. You could highly argue that many cannabis strains do this, particularly the cannabis sativa and strains that lean towards it. The point I'm trying to make to you is yes, coffee is a stimulant and we allow people to drink it. Nicotine is a nootropic, and we allow people to smoke it. They're drugs that do specific things. Cannabis is also one of those that doubles as both. It's a nootropic in the sense that it calms the brain. Well, let's actually look. Let's get on to our science bag. Let's look up nootropic. You always hear that word on Rogan. God damn it! I got fucking bro. For some reason, my computer is hacked and my search engine always changes to Yahoo randomly. I don't know if that happens to anybody else, but if you're listening to this and that happens to you, please let me know because I hate when that happens. Like, seriously, it's so annoying.
Computer is hacked.
Yeah,
it got a virus on it.
I don't know if it's a virus or if
got a virus.
What.
The feed keep on coming up. The McFade, the virus protection.
Well, no, but the virus protection thing, I mean, I literally do have McAfee on this bitch.
McAfee, yeah, there we go.
I literally do have McAfee. I pay for that. So, but yeah. What the hell? Oh, nootropic is spelled N-O-O? Wait. Oh. I thought it was like N-E-U, like neuron. Huh. N-O-O tropic. Definition. Let's get it. Damn, Yahoo's like the most clunky website ever. Look at this dog shit. I'm literally just going to type in Google and search it on Google Chrome. This is disgusting. Oh my God. It gave me an ad. I typed in Google and then it gave me Google Chrome as opposed to Google the site. It gave me the link to Google Chrome as opposed to the site Google.
The ad's that was an ad. It was like the ad.
Oh, it was an ad. Oh, that's true. Okay, so that's why it was first. Okay. But fuck Yahoo. Anyway, nootropic.
Damn.
Let's see. So
yeah, we gotta do more.
Bro, is nootropic even a thing?
Yeah, we gotta do more research on Joe Rogan and what he's be saying and what his people be saying. But anyways, yeah.
Nootropics of a drug are any drug that is used to enhance memory or other cognitive functions. So you could argue that cannabis, it actually decreases memory, makes short-term memory loss.
Yeah.
But
and weren't
the
you
cognitive
saying
functions.
Weren't you saying this is for cigarettes?
Yes, cigarettes most definitely make a clarity in you. They get you right in the moment. They tag you like you're clear.
Then the cigarettes are definitely, just off of that alone.
What?
The cigarettes are definitely like they are bad overall for health, but for driving, when you're driving, you just said it just gets you in the moment.
That's good for driving.
Focus and shit.
That's really good for driving. What I mean is like
for marijuana, you gonna be memory lost, just doofus, like just just in your head and shit. Nah, man, come on, man. Nah, it tells you on the bag too. Don't be operating, heavy material and equipment and shit like that, man. Just be careful. It's just like alcohol, bro. You just gotta treat it just kind of like alcohol, like, yeah, because you can get a DUI for this shit. So.
Yes, you can.
So yeah, man.
But you shouldn't.
Nah, nah.
You shouldn't.
Hey, man.
Because you can argue that while it does not enhance memory, but it says used to enhance memory or not and, or. That's important. Other cognitive functions. Let's show this on the screen.
Nigga. Oh, my God.
Or. Not and, but or. And with or comes the idea that, yes, Nigel, that then means, hold on, let's get this window capture up. That then means
but
that.
Are you sure that cigarettes are nootropics to start with?
Yes, cigarette. Well, let's actually search that up. But yes, cigarettes are nootropics. But other cognitive functions. What about creativity? What about your perception of dangers, or how you would say paranoia, but the alertness that you get when you smoke, especially like particularly again sativa, the stimulant side, just the euphoric feelings that come from where? The brain. Cognitive functions. How is cannabis not a nootropic? Other cognitive functions. Those are many other cognitive functions that I just listed
examples. Go to those drug examples.
Nootropic drugs examples. So we have theanine, creatine, bacopa, rhodia. I can't say, and nicotine is one of them. So yes, cigarettes are a nootropic right there. Let's do this. Is THC a nootropic? Let's get it. Does THC promote neurogenesis? No, that's not the question. Low dose THC, the next nootropic? These findings suggest that extremely low doses of THC that are devoid of any psychotropic effects may provide a safe and effective treatment for cognitive
so CBD
function.
Basically, CBD.
So it could be argued that the non-psychoactive side of cannabis could be a nootropic, but I guess
right. So the whole point is don't smoke marijuana and drive, bro.
Don't do that.
It's just not, and that's not something that we're gonna just be like, yo, that shouldn't be no, yes, it should. I mean, what the fuck? You shouldn't. I mean, it's because it should be because you gotta you're putting too much trust into these adults, quote unquote, to not smoke one hit of that joint and just be completely just phased and fucked up. Because some people get fucked up off of one beer.
Yeah,
so
that's a fact.
I don't know, man.
You're right. I think you're right. You're right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how that goes, man.
Yeah,
that's just how that goes. Just be careful out there, guys.
But legalize it though. In
yes.
terms of smoking.
Yes.
And just like enjoying and in the States.
Yes.
And just possessing cannabis.
For sure that.
But also like that DUI part, like I don't know. I just don't want to drag it out any longer. But I'm just not on board with this idea that cannabis evenly intoxicates any person, on the same level as alcohol. I believe, yes, there are extreme reactions to cannabis, but those are for the lowly intolerance, and I don't see those as likely people to also want to drive. And again, this is anecdotally. This is all just based off of my bullshit experience of life, which is to say, my evidence here is bullshit. Not my life is bullshit, but it's just to say, most people that don't like to smoke weed much and who have said, "Oh, I've had a bad trip" or something like that, yeah, I don't picture them as also the person who would pick up a joint, smoke it, and then drive. But maybe that's just the people I know. There's crazies out there.
Yeah, man. There's just nut jobs. You know what I'm saying? There's nutty people out there, and they'll do what they got to do, man.